Let Balloon, second album. Can you remember when you first started writing for this album? Do you remember what triggered you to start writing again after the first one?
Yeah, I mean, I'd been on the road for a while, and I had a break, for a few months. And the first song that I wrote for this record was "Fly Away," and it was one of the first songs that I'd written that I felt like this song is right, and I want to record this song. And that was kind of the moment where I knew that I had started writing the next record.
Why did it feel right?
I was just very connected to it. Sometimes you write a song and you can put it aside and forget about it for a while, and sometimes you write a song and you feel like you really like that song, but you might not want to perform it, and then sometimes it just clicks. Everything has to kind of line up for me.
In what way do we have to see that connection with a song? Is that emotionally or just maybe?
Yeah, for the most part, for me, it's an emotional connection.
And that's the case with all the songs that are on the album right now, or
yes, definitely. It's a very personal record.
Because if there's no connection, then you throw it in the trash can, or.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't do that, but I think for me, what's most important is to be able to connect the songs, because I have to go out there and play them every night, and in order to, feel connected when I'm playing live, and in order for me to connect with people, I have to be connecting with what I'm doing as well.
Well, so this is the case with the second album. Did you have the same feeling with the first album?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what's the biggest difference, do you think, between the first and second album for you?
I think I've grown as a songwriter, and I think that my music took a little bit of, a different direction as well on this record. I just think overall, I just think everything is a little bit more developed.
Yeah. What, if for the people that haven't heard your first album, how would you describe that change of direction?
I think that this record is more diverse. I think there's more of, I think there's more different sounds on this record than there are on the first one. You have some stuff that might sound a little bit more like Americana country, and some stuff that might sound more pop, and some stuff that might sound more singer-songwriter, but it never really stays the same pace.
How come this development, do you think?
I think that I don't really, in making both of my records, it's never been about the whole thing. It's always been about picking the right songs. And so if the songs are different from each other, that generally doesn't bother me. And I think that in this case especially, the songs were all just very different from each other, and I kind of liked that. And when we were making the record, we approached every song very differently than the next.
Were all those songs that are on the album now written on the same location, or?
No.
No. How important is a location or a certain setting? How important is it for a song, and in what way?
It's really important for me.
Do you have maybe an example of a certain song that could only be written there, maybe, or?
Yeah. I mean, for example, Everything is Brilliant. I had that experience, and then I was in California, and I feel like just the surroundings, the sun, being around the ocean, all these things had everything to do with the lyric and the feel of that song. I wrote the record for the most part in London, Los Angeles, and then some in Nashville and New York. And I think I'm really a visually stimulated person, and motivated by change and travel and all of that. And so that's probably when I do my best writing, is when things are changing and I'm moving around.
Can you hear when a song is written in London, and can you hear it when it's written in, for example, New York?
Maybe. I mean, I probably can. I don't know if other people can.
Oh, who knows? Well, this album is going to be released in Europe as well. You're going to perform in Paradiso tonight, Amsterdam. What is it going to look like for you? Maybe the rest of this year. Do you already have a vision about it?
I mean, in my mind, hopefully I come back a lot. I love it here. I was saying to people earlier that I could totally see myself living in Amsterdam. The city is amazing. I fell in love with it last year when I came for the first time. So I'm really excited to be releasing my record here, because it just gives me another excuse to keep coming back.
Is it a serious option for you, moving to Amsterdam?
Yeah, I mean, I really think about it. You know, I love the combination of water and city, and everything's so visually beautiful. And I don't know. I mean, I could totally see myself coming here at least for a couple months and writing.
Yeah, and what kind of songs would that be? Do you think? What would be the inspiration here?
I don't know. That's kind of the cool thing about it, is I don't know what kind of music it would inspire. I'd love to find out.